Now, sit back, relax, and prepare to be haunted.
I am going to tell you some of what I've experienced right here in Colorado, where the opacity of the veil between life and death wanes. Colorado is my haunted playground.
It was renamed the Denver Victorian Playhouse, and it went through various owners until I bought the theater in 2005. There are some who say Paul is still there. Paul Wilt spent a lot of time at the Vic. I mean, he was creative director for 28 years. And there are whispers that Paul never left.
As the caretaker of the Vic, I know that they're here. I was taking a shower one day, and I got out, and the faucets in the sink were on. I mean streaming, not just a dribble.
It was in the costume room, up the stairs and to the left. I saw him in the attic. Softly, into my ear, she just said, "Kathy."
The Stanley Hotel. For many years, it has been the Grand Dame of the Colorado Mountains, and it is not only known for its beauty and its luxury, but its haunts. Now, reports of activity at the Stanley are so prolific that recounting them all would be a near impossible task. Everything from full-bodied apparitions of F.O. and Flora Stanley to apparitions of small children to tall, shadowy figures have been reported. Other reports include of phantom sounds, smells, voices, items being moved, beds shaking, glasses breaking, doors that won't remain closed. All of this is part of the lore and the legend that is the haunting of the Stanley Hotel. And many of these activities have been witnessed not only by...
We've been standing there for a few minutes when we heard...
Did you hear that?
Yeah, the last time I was here, I saw a man crouched down, and he was holding his ears, and he was rocking back and forth. He had sandy blonde hair, and he looked so confused. Then he just shot up and disappeared. Dude, what the hell?
I'm Jason, and I've owned the melting pot since 1995. The building and the land surrounding the area have a long history of tragedy and the macabre. On one occasion, my night manager was in the office with the door shut. It was a relatively calm evening, and he was finishing up for the night when he heard a very loud rattling noise. He sprang to his feet and he ran to the doors which lead outside, and they were shaking and rattling all by themselves. Now, these are heavy doors. It takes a great amount of strength to move them. But they were just going and going. We have a security camera on the outside and on the inside of the door. He ran back to the office, but nobody was there. No one on the inside and no one on the outside. The camera clearly shows the doors rattling, but nobody there to do the rattling.
Shane, who works for the Colorado Historical Society, has spent a considerable amount of time in the mansion.
Grant was the third governor in Colorado. After Daniel Grant's death in 1911, his wife lived in the house for another 6 years, and then eventually sold the home to the A.E. Humphreys family. Albert Humphreys was known for being an oil man in Wyoming, Texas, and Oklahoma. He was often called King of the Wildcatters due to his success in oil. Mr. Humphreys also had ties to railroads and banking.
Now, the Grant Humphreys mansion is associated with a tragedy that could be considered a cause for haunting.
I have heard reports of the mansion being haunted, but I didn't want to listen. We have a children's program here, and I have to sleep in one of the third-floor bedrooms when I'm facilitating the program. I'll tell you what, though. When I sleep there, I lock that door so nobody can play tricks on me, which would scare. I know some other strange things have happened there as well.
I was in the bride's room on the second floor in order to get ready for my wedding. I turned around, and on the balcony there was this little girl. She was about 6 years old, and she was dressed in old-fashioned clothing. She gave me quite a fright. I turned to face the mirror, and I saw the face of an old man. I closed my eyes, and when I looked back, both the little girl and the old man had vanished.
I just want to let everyone know that I've been hearing what God, you guys.
What?
My camera didn't record, not a single thing.
Are you sure you set it to record?
Yeah. My camera was working fine, but it didn't record a single second. It turned itself off somehow.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah?
Isn't that where Shane felt something touch his hair?
Yeah, it is. That's creepy.